So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a rounded corner and we're going to take a side panel and a top or bottom panel. They're the same thing, so when it comes to putting it together, you'll decide which is the top and which is the bottom, but they're both exactly the same. So yeah, tongue and groove, both, in it goes. Easy as that. And then we're going to take our screws, and there's two different colors of screws, so I like to kind of just lay my screws out like that. And then we take a screw, and you'll see here we've got holes that are pre-machined, so it makes it really easy for you to put the screw in the hole. And then I tell you what, it would help if I had the correct drill bit. The drill bit actually comes with the kit. It comes in with the feet here, and I'd completely forgotten to actually use the right one. So we'll put that on the drill, and then it'll make it much easier. In she goes. So I've got 3 screws to go in here, and I'm having fun. I mean, I'm really not I'm not a carpenter, but I can put this together with ease and with a lot of fun and feeling like I'm really making something and really creating something. And then we take our side panel, and it's really important to make sure that you get the right side in. This is the wrong side, so that's not going to work, because you want to make sure that you've got the finished side facing out the way. But this is all detailed in the instructions. You're really not going to find it very hard to figure that out. Off, in it goes. Just make sure we're leveled up there, that looks nice. And then you could see that the corner is looking good. So I'm now going to put the screws in to this side. So now I've built one of the sections, the first section, which is the side panel and the top or the bottom, whatever it ends up being. I'm going to put this to one side, and I'm going to build the exact same thing with the remaining side panel and the remaining top or bottom panel. So now I've got all of my main panels all screwed together with the corners screwed in, and obviously there's one more thing that we have to do before we put them together like that, and that is to put the snare mechanism holder onto the inside of the cajon. And it's really important to make sure that you have them in the correct place. I've got them, one is here at the end where it's open, and one is here at the end where it's closed. And this is going to be the bottom of the cajon, because the snare mechanism goes to the bottom. And the reason why I've got them at opposite corners here, and it details this very well in the manual, is because if I turn it to the side, you see this is where the snare is going to go. Once I put the cajon together like this, they have to both be right here so the snare can slot in here. So make sure that you've got that going, so you've got it on the opposite end to itself. Just like that. And now I take this thing, which came with the kit, and you'll see it's just like a wee piece of wood that's got an angle to it. And basically this is to measure the distance that you need to put the snare holders. And the reason for this is because the snare is going to sit here at the bottom, and the front plate is going to be here, but it has to be at the correct distance so that the snare will actually touch onto the front plate right there, so that the snare sound can really get a chance to to be active in the sound of the cajon. So I'm going to take my measure here, really simple. You just slot it onto the end there with this, with the long end going into the cajon, and then we put it on nice and tight there. Cut the screws, and in we go. Oh my goodness. Boff. And that's in pretty nicely. And we'll do one more screw. There only is room for two. And there we go, that's nice and solid. So we'll do it now to the other side as well.